we just pulled up anchor. We're getting ready to leave our spot in Isla Morada here at Lorelei Bay. And we're gonna do a little spin, head back out this way, and heading to Key Largo. Sure what day it is. I think it's Monday. It's about 84 degrees, a nice breeze. We actually opened up the screens. The only issue is we are on the Florida Bay side, not the Atlantic Ocean side, because the winds are rougher there. However, on this side, the water is very shallow, sometimes 3 feet. We have a 3.5 foot draft. So we're trying to really be very careful where we go. And on top of that, we're dodging crab pots. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, and they can do a lot of damage to the bottom of our boat and our props. But Dan is playing Mario Boat. That's my Mario mustache, as he's dodging through all these things and looking for deep water. So kudos to Captain Dan. He's got to concentrate today. It's a little stressful. It's only an hour-and-a-half ride, but it's going to be tense just because of the shallowness and the crab pots. But it's beautiful. You're in the Keys. Hey, Captain Dan. Quick wave. We've got company. I think there might be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 now. We now have 7 dolphins. 7 dolphins. Unbelievable. All right, we just anchored in Key Largo. We're near a restaurant called Snook's. There's an anchorage here. We just dropped anchor. When you drop anchor here, we're in about 5 feet of water, and what they call the enough chain to get out is you multiply it by 7, basically. So 35 feet of chain, and Captain Dan and I have color-coded our chain, so every 25 feet is a different color that comes out, so we can kind of count it that way. So we are anchored in Key Largo.
There's Florida Bay, right there, way out there. Horizon bound.
There's our boat right there. We're leaving Sunset Cove this morning, and we're gonna head just north and stay in Key Largo as we head to Anchorage Marina and Resort. We've been out on the hook for about 5 nights here. Got to meet an old high school friend, which was fun, and Dan and I just had a relaxing time out on the hook. So now off to northern Key Largo, still in the Keys, Florida, United States of America, North America. We are approaching Anchorage Resort Marina. It's right next to Highway 1 in the northern Key Largo portion. And we'll be here for a few days. Looks like a nice spot, and we got winds coming up in the next several days, so we might be hunkered down here.
This is our slip at Anchorage Resort and Yacht Club, and some interesting signage around here.
Here's my current view. Getting off Horizon Bound, we're gonna head over to Gilbert's, right across the channel. Tiki Bar and Entertainment. You ready, Captain Dan?
Born ready.
He was born ready. Here's Highway 1. Here's Gilbert's. Tiki time.
Dolphins right near the swim area here, causing a commotion.
That's pretty cool. We are at the Caribbean Club, where they did a lot of exterior shots of the Humphrey Bogart movie Key Largo. And there's Captain Dan, and enjoying his Polar and Coke. And here is the view. Not a bad view. There we are with Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall.
Yeah, we decided to let them hang out with the cool guys.
Yeah, we're cool. Here in Key Largo.
Got a facsimile of Bogie here, welcoming you at the door.
Key West 102 miles, Jacksonville 420, Florida East Coast Railroad marker. And Captain Dan. We're going through a cut from Florida Bay into the Atlantic Ocean, and it's real choppy in here. As you can see, the wash going back and forth, basically just because of all the boats today coming in and out. It's a Sunday. Woo. The current is really pushing us. The tide is probably pushing us in. It must be a rising tide. Oh my goodness, look at this where I just spotted. Well, there you have it. Welcome to Key Largo. This is really some lovely homes through here. It's a neat little cut. Mangroves here in a little zigzaggy kind of cut. It's pretty cool. And this is part of John Pennekamp Park. Yeehaw! We're going along Garden Cove Road on the other side of this, and this is all looks like charter boats and traps of sorts, and lots of dive boats. And on this side are more old school, old Key Largo, but the next block is all mansions. But we're heading to the end of this channel, this block here, so to speak, and we're heading to a restaurant called Buzzard's Roost. Maybe you'll check that out.
En la vida hay amores que nunca pueden olvidarse, ¿verdad?
Just like Bogie and Bacall. Sing.
Sailing away to Key Largo.